I thought Victoria was the best of the Spice Girls when it came to dancing. I thought she was selected mainly for her dancing, not her singing. But we may have to save this debate for another day about who was the worst dancer amongst the Spice Girls. Let's talk about the new development in the battle between It Ends With Us co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Blake Lively's text messages with Taylor Swift, an email to Ben Affleck, and statements from Jenny Slate and Isabella Ferreira's depositions about Justin Baldoni have all been unveiled. What have we learned, Kinsey?
A lot. And it's not a positive reflection on anyone, especially Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift calls Justin Baldoni the B word in these text messages between her and Blake Lively. And
Mm.
one of the reasons why people care about this is A, Taylor was like, I had nothing to do with this. I'm not involved publicly. And B, remember when she talked about just desperate for sympathy, public sympathy, and talked about how when Kanye called her the B word, how traumatizing that was for her. And then she goes and does the same thing to
Mm.
Justin Baldoni. But, Blake and Ryan sliding into the inboxes of A-listers en masse with derogatory portrayals of Justin arguably caused greater reputational harm than Baldoni's team allegedly amplifying a TikToker or two. I think we all walk away hating all of these people, and I think they're going to regret this case at the end of the day.
No one comes out of this looking particularly good, do they? Now, Katy Perry has joined former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at the World Economic Forum in Davos. I played some footage of that earlier. But during his speech, Trudeau referenced a recent date with an American girl at a rooftop bar in Montreal. He said when she ordered a Jack and Coke, the server kindly informed her that there was no more American alcohol, not just in that bar, but anywhere in Montreal and probably anywhere across the entire country. That's an example of Canadians standing up for each other. That's an example of soft power, being motivated to be there for each other at a time of stress, at a time of anxiety. Oh, gosh, Kinsey, these two deserve each other.
I think it's an example of how cheap Canada is. But, I would need a Jack and Coke too if I were to let that guy cop a feel. I think he's the biggest creep. But why? But why are we platforming losers who quit their jobs is my real question. It's the second coming of Prince Harry, Justin Trudeau, coming to a Toronto Hilton real estate convention near you. I don't care what he has to say. Neither do Canadian truck drivers. This man has no backbone.
Hmm. Well, yeah, all this talk about Canadian unity and soft power. Well, where was that when he was seizing bank accounts and targeting Canadian truckers who were just wanting to work? So, yeah, when it counted, he was an absolute tyrant.